Yo, what is going on? This is That Guy Face with Face the Music Media. We are back again with another episode of How I Synth. In this video, we're going to be going over how to get that retro 80s pop sound. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah. Oh mama. Oh yeah. Face the music.
So, in this video, we're going to be going over how to get that retro 80s pop sound. So whether you're an aspiring producer or a seasoned pro, there's something magical about those lush synths, punchy drums, and that unmistakable analog warmth. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to recreate that signature 80s vibe using two dope plugins, GForce's OBE and DMX. But before we get into that, if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit the bell for notifications so you can be notified every time we drop a new video, and go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Also, make sure you go to realloops.com, that's REELLOOPS, and cop the Sweet Fusion preset packs. We got volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 3 is coming, so you definitely want to stay tapped in with that. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it, man. So first up, man, let's talk about the DMX. So the DMX is a virtual emulation of the iconic Oberheim DMX drum machine. This drum machine was responsible for some of the most legendary drums in the 80s, used by artists like Prince, of course, and New Order. The DMX plugin faithfully recreates that vintage analog drum sound with all the warmth and punch that you'd expect. Let's go ahead and take a look, man. So we're here in live, and I have a composition that I created. It's a couple of sounds in OBE. I have 2 pluck sounds, 1 bass pluck sound, a pad, and then I have the drums. So let's go ahead and take a look at DMX. What I have here is some drums that I drew up. I do have delay, reverb. I did use the filter to cut off some of that high end. I did use a touch of distortion, and then I did do a little bit of compression as well to kind of glue it all together. So I was thinking like the Prince type of vibe. Let's just go ahead and take a listen to the drum sounds and see what they sound like. I do have some processing on the drums, so let me go ahead and turn off the processing. So let me turn that off. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a listen. That sounds real familiar, doesn't it? Hi-hats, toms, tom 2. Oh yeah, cymbal. We got the perks. I only use the rim shot and the clap. Ooh, that clap sounds familiar, doesn't it? So let's take a listen to the drum pattern that I have set up, but let's see what that sounds like. I'm gonna go ahead and loop the hook. Let's go ahead and solo the drums. Also, what I did, I forgot to mention, is I took the output of each individual track and bounced down each drum sound in live, and then I did some parallel processing on certain sounds. So let's go ahead and mute that. Okay, now let's take a listen. Beautiful. I love that sound. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute the parallel tracks that I bounced down here. Basically, with these tracks, the vibe that I was going for was that Prince vibe. And so I used the UAD AMS reverb on the kick and the snare. On the toms, I have the AMS as well. And then on the clap, I have a vintage reverb, Valhalla. If you listen to any of the Prince tracks, you hear a flanger on his drums a lot of times. And I was trying to get that sound, but I couldn't recreate it. And I ended up doing something very interesting with the flanger, and I'll show you that here in a second. I also have reverb on that flange. I have the LA3A on the flanger. I have the Fairchild, which really is just driving the input for some of that tube saturation. I have a clipper. It's not really doing much. It's just adding a little bit of bite and punch to it. And then I have a limiter, which is the L1 limiter. And so that's it. So let's take a listen with the processing. Beautiful. That sounds insane. So I just want to show you this really quick. With the flanger, what I was doing is I'm automating the actual delay here. So if I come over here, you can see the delay is just going up on certain parts. So if you take a listen. So that's all that's doing there. And that's pretty much it for the drums, man. I love those drums. Let's take a listen to the instruments and see what that sounds like. Basically, like I said before, I have two plucks. One is an arpeggiated sound. I have a bass pluck, and then I have another pad that's just like a filler. But let's go ahead and take a listen with the drums and see what it sounds like. It's crazy. Love that. That's definitely retro pop sound right there, baby. I love that sound. But anyway, I kept it really simple with the instruments. I just have the Neve 1073, which this is my go-to EQ, and then the LA 2A just to kind of smooth everything out. I have a kickstart here just to give it that pump. That's literally it. So let's just take a listen to each one and see what it sounds like. So we'll start out with the first pluck. Beautiful. I have the two layers in the OBE. The top layer is the pulse width modulation sound. The bottom layer is the pluck. Let's listen to the arpeggiated sound. Pretty much the same processing. And so let's take a listen to that. Beautiful. I love that sound. Next up, we have the bass pluck. And basically, the bass pluck kind of mirrors the first pluck. Let's take a listen to that. Love that. And as you can hear, it's a saw and it's slightly detuned. And so you can hear a little bit of that phase sound that I love so much. Next up, we have a pad sound. Now, this is a oscillator sync sound mixed with pulse width modulation. On this one is just the LA2A and the kickstart. So let's just take a listen to that. Beautiful. That sounds massive. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the vocals. With the vocals, I kept it pretty much the same there. I have a enhancer, then I have the Fairchild on there as well. And then on the master, I do have the Shadow Heels, which is barely compressing at all. I have the Ampex ATR102. I didn't even change the settings. I just threw it on there. And then I have the L2 for loudness. Oh, also on the vocals, to keep it with the 80s vibe, I do have the UAD EMT 250. That's a really nice retro sound and reverb. It's a beautiful reverb. But on the individual vocals, I have like LA2A. Very minimal. Keep in mind, guys, this is like a rough. It's not even fully mixed. It's not fully tuned. So don't judge me, okay? Let's go ahead and take a listen from the top.
Yeah, baby girl, you on my conscience. If I'm really being honest, I'm thinking about how you pop it, yeah. She really want me folding, but I gotta stay focused. That girl is poison and I know it, yeah. I know that you're something, but I got me a woman. I can throw that away just to get me some loving. Look me dead in my face, says she want me to run it. With a smile on her face, yeah, we about to get it jumping on my mind. She told me you ain't ready. Tell me you ain't ready now. Look right in her eyes. I say I ain't tryna fall. It's only one way. It's only one way to go. But I'm really lying, because she set it off like a fire. When she lit it, she gon' turn me up. Said she set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. Turn her right on up. She set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. Yeah, she set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. She gon' turn me up. She gon' turn me up. She set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. She set it off like a fire. When she lit it, she gon' turn me up. Said she set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. She gon' turn me up.
Beautiful. Anyway, man, that's the end of this video. You guys let me know what you think about this video down in the comments below, man. What do you guys think about the DMX plugin and the OBE combination together? Do you like that retro 80s vibe? I love that sound, man. And the DMX plugin knocks, man. It sounds fat. I love that DMX plugin, man. Them drums sound crazy. Takes a little bit of processing, you know, you got to kind of get in there and dig in. But once you start kind of, you know, saucing it up, it sounds amazing. And of course, if you haven't seen my video covering the full details of the OBE, go ahead and check that video out. But anyway, man, this is that guy Face the Music Media. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit the bell for notifications so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. And go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Also, make sure you go to Real realloops.com. That's REELLOOPS, and cop the Sweet Fusion preset packs. Dope presets handcrafted by me and the guys at realloops.com. Also, we got volume 3 coming soon, so you want to stay tapped in with that. Also, make sure you go down in the description, check out the Music by That Guy Face playlist. We got 3 singles so far, more singles coming, so you definitely want to stay tapped in with that. But anyway, man, this is That Guy Face the music media. We out of here.
Because she set it off like a fire. When she lit it, she gon' turn me up. So she set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. Turn her right on up. She set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. Set it right up. Yeah, she set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. She gon' turn me up. She gon' turn me up. She set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. She set it off like a fire. When she lit it, she gon' turn me up. Said she set it off like a fire. When she lit it, I'm gon' turn her up. She gon' turn me up.
Peace.